Did you know that over 70% of people who win the lottery or receive large amounts of money go bankrupt within a few years? This shocking statistic reveals the importance of certain habits in achieving and maintaining wealth. It's not just about having money, it's about managing it wisely. In this video, we'll peel back the layers on the habits that can lead to financial downfall. We'll talk about the pitfalls of procrastination, the dangers of excessive debt, and the reckless nature of impulse spending. We'll also delve into the consequences of a lack of financial education, the perils of ignoring savings, and the risks of overlooking investments. Living beyond your means, fearing risk, neglecting goals, not seeking advice, and comparing yourself to others are all detrimental to your financial health. As are neglecting emergency funds, short-term thinking, ignoring passive income, having no budget, avoiding self-improvement, and lacking patience. If you want to avoid falling into this statistic, stay tuned to learn what habits to avoid. Scene script: procrastination and debt. These are two major roadblocks on the path to wealth. Let's start with procrastination. It's a familiar foe for many of us, isn't it? We often delay taking action, telling ourselves we'll do it tomorrow, next week, or even next year. But in the world of finance, procrastination is a luxury we can't afford. Every moment we spend delaying our investment decisions or not addressing our spending habits, we're potentially losing out on valuable growth and earnings. Have you ever considered that each second you procrastinate might be costing you a small fortune in the long run? Think about the power of compound interest, for instance. It's not a myth or a financial fairy tale told by Wall Street wizards. It's a reality, and it's working round the clock, whether you choose to take advantage of it or not. Successful people understand the importance of timely action. They know that the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the second best time is now. So don't let procrastination hold you back. Start today, start now, and your future self will thank you. Now let's move on to another financial pitfall: excessive debt. Debt is like a double-edged sword. It can help you when used wisely, like leveraging it for investments that generate higher returns. But when misused, it can turn into a ticking time bomb, ready to explode and wreak havoc on your financial health. Excessive debt can burden you with hefty interest payments, leaving little to no room for savings or investments. It can hinder your financial freedom, tying you down to a life of constant worry and stress about making ends meet. Remember the wise words of Benjamin Franklin: "Rather go to bed supperless than rise in debt." These words still ring true today. Being financially responsible and avoiding unnecessary debt is a key step towards wealth accumulation. Remember, time is money, and debt can be a ticking time bomb. Impulse buying and lack of financial education, two habits that can drain your bank account faster than you can say broke. Imagine this: you're strolling through the mall when you spot the latest designer handbag or the newest smartphone. Your heart races, your palms sweat, and before you know it, you've swiped your credit card and the item is yours. This is impulse spending, a habit that can quickly lead to financial ruin. Impulse spending is like a small leak in a boat. It might seem harmless at first, but over time it can sink your financial ship. It's a habit that encourages us to prioritize short-term pleasure over long-term financial stability, and it's one of the quickest ways to deplete your savings and rack up debt. But what fuels this habit? Often it's a lack of financial education. Many of us are never taught how to manage our money effectively. We don't know how to budget, how to save, or how to invest. We're not familiar with terms like compound interest or diversification. This ignorance can lead to poor financial decisions and habits like impulse spending. So, what's the solution? The first step is to educate yourself. Read books, attend seminars, or take online courses about personal finance. Learn the basics of budgeting, saving, and investing. Understand the power of compound interest and the importance of diversifying your investments. The next step is to develop a budget. A budget is a roadmap for your finances. It guides your spending and ensures that you're not living beyond your means. It helps you identify areas where you're overspending and areas where you can save more. Finally, resist the temptation of impulse spending. Before making a purchase, ask yourself, do I really need this? Can I afford it? Is it worth the potential financial stress? Often you'll find that the answer is no. As Benjamin Franklin once said, "Beware of little expenses, a small leak will sink a great ship." Remember, wealth is not about how much you earn, but how much you keep. So, educate yourself, budget wisely, and resist impulse spending. Wealth is not about how much you earn, but how much you keep. Neglecting savings, overlooking investments, living beyond your means, fearing risk, these are not the habits of the wealthy. Imagine a world where everyone is saving religiously, investing wisely, living within their means, and embracing calculated risks. That's the world of the genuinely wealthy. However, the reality for many is quite the opposite. Let's take a closer look. Neglecting savings is like ignoring a lifeboat on a sinking ship. Savings provide a cushion in times of financial hardship and a springboard for future wealth. Every penny saved today is a soldier in the army of your wealth tomorrow. Overlooking investments is akin to missing out on a golden goose laying eggs of gold. Investments make your money work for you even when you are not working. They are the escalators to the top floor of wealth, while not investing is like choosing to use the stairs. Living beyond your means, on the other hand, is like running a race with a heavy backpack. It slows you down, exhausts you, and ultimately, it's a race you're likely to lose. The truly wealthy understand the value of living within their means. They recognize that wealth is not about how much you earn, but how much you keep. Fearing risk is another peril. It's like refusing to sail because the sea is rough. Well, the sea is always going to be rough, isn't it? The wealthy understand that risk is a part of the game. They don't fear risk, they manage it. They don't avoid the sea, they learn to sail. The advice from successful people echoes these sentiments. Billionaire investor Warren Buffett once said, "Don't save what is left after spending, spend what is left after saving." Similarly, Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, advises to make investments to generate passive income and live below your means. The secret to wealth lies in managing your money wisely, not in earning more. So let's learn from the wealthy and avoid the perils of neglect and fear. Comparing yourself to others and thinking short-term, these habits can lead you down the path of financial ruin. It's an easy trap to fall into, especially in an age where social media flaunts the ostentatious lifestyle of others right in front of our eyes. But remember, wealth is relative and personal. What might be a fortune for one could be a pittance for another. The danger of comparison lies in its ability to distort our perception of success. When we compare, we often overlook the struggles, sacrifices, and years of hard work that went into achieving that success. And more often than not, we end up feeling inadequate or pressured to keep up. This might lead us to make impulsive financial decisions that are not in line with our personal financial goals or capabilities. But here's a valuable piece of advice from some of the most successful people in the world. Define your own success. Set individual financial goals based on what you value, what you want to achieve, and what you can realistically attain. It's not about how much you have compared to others, but how much you have compared to what you need. Now let's talk about short-sightedness. This habit, my friends, is a silent wealth killer. It's easy to get caught up in the immediate gratification of a purchase or the temporary relief of paying the minimum on a credit card bill, but these choices can have long-term consequences. The key to overcoming short-sightedness is long-term financial planning. It's about understanding that the choices you make today will impact your financial health in the future. It's about investing in your future self. Take a leaf out of Warren Buffett's book. Someone's sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. Start planting your financial seeds today. Invest in your future. Think long-term. Remember, the race is long, and in the end, it's only with yourself. So, stop comparing and start planning for the long haul. You're not just building wealth for today, you're building it for a lifetime. Avoiding self-improvement, lack of patience, neglecting emergency funds, ignoring passive income, and not having a budget, these habits can keep you from attaining wealth. It's essential to remember that these behaviors not only hinder financial success, but also stunt personal growth. Regular self-improvement, whether through learning new skills or understanding financial markets, is key to wealth creation. Patience, on the other hand, allows for the compounding effect to work its magic on your investments. Never underestimate the importance of an emergency fund. It's your safety net when life throws curveballs. Passive income, be it through rentals or investments, provides an additional stream of income, helping you build wealth even while you sleep. And last, but certainly not least, having a budget. It's your financial roadmap, guiding you towards your wealth destination. If you found these insights useful, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Remember, wealth is a journey, not a destination.